Depp vs. Heard, entertainment, pop culture, things like that. This here is from Twitter, and it's by someone named Eve Barlow. Now, if you've been following Depp vs. Heard, you probably know Eve is someone who's defended Amber for quite a while. Some people say they were together at one point. That's possible. Some people say Eve's a journalist. That's possible too. I'm not sure exactly what Eve is, but the fact is, Eve is someone who will not stop defending Amber on Twitter, no matter what. Amber's now in Spain with Bianca Booty, if I'm saying that right. That's the person she's supposedly in a relationship with now. And Eve stopped tweeting about Amber, I don't know, for about 10 days or 8 days or something. And people were like, that's it. No more tweets about Amber. But now they keep popping up again. And Eve's taking swings at Johnny, Camille, and Kanye West. I think now known as Ye or something like that. So I'll get into Kanye a little bit, but I don't know too much about him. Anyway, the first one here you might have read already since it's been on my screen says, "Hey Twitter, my Nana is missing. She is easily disorientated and needs special medicine. If you see her, please do not chase." Okay, so they take the worst pictures they can of Johnny, they put it up there, and they make some joke. So as you can see, this is retweeted by Eve, but a retweet is basically, in general, something you agree with. If you don't agree, you quote the tweet and say you don't agree. So obviously, this is something Eve wants to showcase to her over 60,000 followers right now. And then Eve says this for herself, karma. Well, here's the problem. It would only be karma if it's hurting somebody. If your looks are hurting you, hurting your business, your relationships, just your life in general, which isn't the case with Johnny. Johnny was, from what I hear, one of the sexiest men alive on the planet for decades. And he's still very capable of dating a woman of his choice from a very, very large selection. So the karma thing doesn't work. I don't know. Just saying. Also, a little bit babyish. Let's keep going. And then she goes after Kanye. And the reason is, it appears that Kanye has hired Camille Vasquez, who I'm pretty sure has been working with him for a long time, because I covered that a long time ago, months and months ago. So maybe it's coming back out now. Maybe they're just starting right now or something like that. But the news is not new. I guess it's resurfaced. Piers Morgan has absolutely no moral compass to entertain Kanye's anti-Semitism or accept his apologies on behalf of the Jewish community. How dare he? He blocked me within seconds of responding to his Kanye exclusive, "I'm a Jew, bro." Alright, so it looks like Eve got blocked by Piers Morgan. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what these comments are, so I just gotta keep it neutral right now with Kanye. But I would guess Eve is pitching in her opinion here partly for some clout and because Kanye is huge right now in the news, always in some controversy, so I guess you know who has to step in, like she steps in with controversy surrounding Johnny and things like that. And then Eve retweets this. It says, from Amber Heard, from January 2019, Piers Morgan, just shut up. And as we know, Amber can articulate herself beautifully with words. They come out like rainbows and little fluffy kittens. They make so much sense, and we love them. That was sarcasm. Amber just says things like, just shut up, and it doesn't mean so much. Oh, right, one of Eve's favorite friends of Amber, Sturgis Sacchetti, who says, proud of Amber Heard for helping on this by giving access to her account for research. Sometimes something good, like a feature that could help all bullying victims, could come from something horrible as the harassment she's subjected to. Let's go for YouTube and Twitter now. So this must have been from Instagram or some other big platform because this person wants to go for YouTube and Twitter now. But the problem is there's no actual harassment. What there is opinions about Amber based on articles that are being read and videos that are getting around of her. They're third-party opinions that are not directly meant for Amber. So they're not harassment. They might be the new woke definition of harassment, meaning a bunch of videos equal harassment or something like that, but it's not actually the meaning of harassment. I'm 100% in favor of stopping anybody from actually harassing Amber. That means don't call her private phone, don't send her emails to her email address, and don't directly write messages towards her in her direct messages, which she shuts off anyway. My point is, if it's not directly going from you to Amber Heard personally, not on a public thread about opinion, it's not harassment. Let's move on. And she retweeted this here with it. Kanye West hires Johnny Depp's lawyer Camille Vasquez from Depp Amber Heard trial. Like I said, right now, no strong opinion on it. And this person calls out Rolling Stone for a fluff piece on Kanye West, which also is retweeted by Eve. And this one's weird. Why is Kanye wearing a Viper Room hat? I'm sure it's all just a coincidence. So, Viper Room is the name of Johnny's old club, so she thinks there's some conspiracy that Kanye West, or Ye, I should say, is somehow connected to Johnny Depp personally? Is there only one Viper Room in the world? And isn't that nightclub like kind of old already and closed down? I think Eve is someone who talks about getting rid of misinformation, disinformation, and conspiracy theories online. Well, this isn't exactly a tweet with legs. Not much proof here. Just a silly, silly, silly statement that implies a theory of some kind. And one more about it. Obviously, they're trying to make the connection between Ye and Johnny. Obviously, Kanye has a controversial, very, very split fan base, you could say. Very split public on like or dislike. So, Eve probably figures connecting him to Johnny will make Johnny look bad, so let's go for it. And this person says, just waiting for Camille's famous line to resurface. He's got a dark sense of humor. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's who he is to try to explain away Kanye West's anti-Semitism and all his other atrocious behavior. All right, maybe West said something really bad. My point is, they're definitely trying to connect him to Johnny, and Johnny has nothing to do with politics that West gets involved with for clout and things like that, or anti-Semitism. I just gotta say, nice try on this. It doesn't seem to be working for someone who can think for themselves, and probably not for many people, except the choir that you're already preaching to. Alright, it's not the most flattering picture of Johnny, but he probably took like 100 pictures that day, and probably 10 other pictures in like the same 5 minutes he took that picture. That could be after a show when he's like exhausted or something. But there's no truth here. There's no thinking critically. It's just, this is probably how he always is. Which we know isn't true, because we've got, like I said, like 100 other photos probably from that same day. Next time.